Hello, everybody. This is Morgan Price, and today we are back in the Division 2. So, a little bit of an update for the game. We have moved along in the anniversary event. It is in its final death throes. Not death throes. It is in its final week. You only have, let's see, uh, there it is. You only have 5 days and 5 hours left of the anniversary event for the 10-year anniversary. So if you have not finished your event rewards, now is the time to do those. Now, currently what we have going on in our events is ongoing. We have Assault. You have 3 days and 5 hours left for it, which will Assault is a game mode that rewards up and in your face combat. So getting close and doing damage in that fashion, that is what Assault rewards you for. We also have going on right now is the Expertise Surge. Now, this is different than the Expertise XP event that they had earlier in the month. What this is it gives you double the materials that you would normally get from any source. So if you break something down, like you turn gear mods into printer filament, instead of 6, you get 12, things like that. So now is the time to do your priority objectives that reward you with materials. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that, but I should. I will see if I can get something. If not, we're just going to go out and cause random havoc. E credits. Let's see. Reroll objectives. This is going to be that kind of stubborn. We'll give this one more shot. Of course not. Why would it? So let's see what we get for this. Roosevelt Island. Good amount of XP for it too, though. So you can go for the XP or whatnot. I would show you my normal run for materials, but unfortunately I already did that today. So if you are looking to make a decent amount of materials and you have these control points open, go to the haunted house in Constitutional Hall. Then you go to the mast in what is the name of this? West Potomac. And then you go to the solar farm in East Mall. Those 3 points have a humongous amount of materials in the boxes around them. Like the haunted house, the entire block surrounding this, all the way down to the White House, across the back here and down through here, has a ton of materials that you could pick up out of the boxes just laying on the street. So feel free to hit those up. You can make in about, I'd give it a half hour. You can make approximately 1,500 to 2,000 materials, especially now that you're being rewarded extra materials. Another way to do it is if you can get it to roll them properly. I was unfortunately unable to do so. Do the priority missions that offer resources, because they will offer you hundreds of resources instead of just, a few dozen, especially if you get a stronghold or a mission. Now, at the moment, I'm probably going to take a look at what I have in my projects. Projects are something that you could do to also get things like exotic components and SHD calibrations, which are also some of the rare materials to get. I mean, come on, it says exotic component. Now, to do that, complete activities in Southwest, complete the Air and Space Museum, and complete the Space Administration HQ on hard difficulty. Whew. Slow down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Complete the Space Administration HQ on hard or higher difficulty. I am not about to try Roosevelt Island on Legendary. I could do 15 floors of the summit. I am trying to climb that, and that gets me a recalibration cache. So you can also get a lot out of these particular um, particular projects. So take a look at what you got, weigh whether you can do it or not, and get to cracking. So let's see. Activities in Southwest. What do I got in Southwest here? I'm right here. There we go. We're going to run over and cause problems there. And since this is an up-in-your-face type build, we're going to do that. Quick step will get us there quickly. 20% movement speed. I'm using the Sheriff Shotgun. Oh, before I get out of here, we are going to go over my build. It is pretty much a bog standard foundry build. I am using Momento because Momento also rewards high damage output in your face style combat because it allows you to pick up trophies. And those trophies give you additional weapon damage, skill efficiency, and armor regeneration for 300 seconds. It also gives you the bonus armor. So you get 2 buffs out of this. You get kill confirmed and you get the trophies, which stack up to make a really nice set of buffs. So let's go get this party started. We're going to run down this way. And doesn't look like there's going to be any
friendly control point in proximity.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any trouble on the way, but of course there is a place. And through there, around there. Let's go through here. There we go. And because we can,
Getting heavy.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Airburst deployed. Drone active. Found him.
the reload on this is kind of wonky. I could probably manage the reload with weapon handling. Excuse me. Ooh, ouch. That kind of stung. Since he wants... Oh, you... They don't want to use the ladder. Get down off that ladder, you goofball.
Got us in their sights.
Might as well grab this while we're here. As you can see, that is buffing my armor with that blue bar.
Access key
Ooh,
detected.
grab this. There it is, gear stash. That completes out one aspect of what we're doing, and we can break this down into parts and gives us double materials for it as well. Let's see, up next on our list of things to go muck about with, since we are doing projects, Southwest. No, I'm in the Potomac. Okay, my bad. This is Southwest. And I have nothing down here. There's nothing down here. Well, there is Space Administration. We can go run through that. So let's go look at that. We'll check the map again once we get there, because sometimes things reload when you relocate. And we shall see. So map. Still nada. And there should be things. I mean, there's spots for it. Okay, well then, let us do Space Administration HQ here. Do it on Heroic. Mission directives, Fog of War. We're just going to add a little bit of extra difficulty, nothing too crazy. I'm not going to do skill tokens because, well,
we want to get
it takes
Isaac
a bit.
back online across the country. We need to reconnect the local system to the satellite network. We should be able to do that at the NOAA headquarters building.
Get to the control room. I can walk you through the process from there.
Get the hell away from me.
And the Sheriff is an interesting shotgun. It is essentially the rifle of shotguns because it has 0 damage drop off for the entire amount of space, and yeah.
He's on me.
One moment, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me there. My wife came in and said something to me, and so I needed to make sure that I responded to her. So anyway, as we are running along here, yeah, the sheriff is an interesting thing. I was able to re-roll it to get damage to target out of cover, so it makes it even more deadly. Now, it says the accuracy is crud, but it really isn't because Autentico, it gives you 35% weapon damage, 100% accuracy, and no damage drop off for the 100 meters that you have for effectiveness. So yes, this is quite a nice weapon to have. You can only get it out of, let me pull up the map here. You can currently only get it out of United Ironworks General Anderson. It is the seasonal manhunt. So if you look here, you get these manhunts, and currently it is the manhunt for I forget what the season was called now, and that's not nice. All right, Mutiny. There we go. It was called Mutiny. And the basic premise is that the True Sons fractured, and some of them have decided to break off from General Anderson and the True Sons, and well, that caused a problem and caused an internal fight. So works out for us. Got us a really awesome shotgun.
Intercepted.
Next, come on. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And in case you haven't heard it lately, there is a language warning to this. This is nowhere near PG. It is, I don't think you would consider it R-rated, but it is not for little kids' ears. Oh, more downstairs. All right, come on. Do I have another? Where are you? Oh, there's this guy. That's what was shooting at me. Alright. And now I get to go silence that obnoxious alarm. Ooh, candy. Thank goodness. Grab that. Zoom downstairs. Gearbox. So, you know. Is this doubled? No, not really. That's not a material anyway. It's not something you could use to optimize. So, run faster with quick step. Oh, wait, nope. Just a cardboard box.
Just fucking dial.
Setting up my turret.
Good for you. I'm coming to get you.
Hey, right on you.
Extreme point blank. There you are.
You're dead.
As you can see, the damage bonus that I'm getting is generous. So it really comes in handy, especially right now. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be places where I'm going to have to slow down, primarily because you have to sit there and wait for something to happen. We'll go this way. Hello, everybody.
Die, division ass.
Heads up. I'm seeing hostile movement on the roof.
Order of the day is basically grab and go, grab and go. Bullets, lootable, time to go outside.
Hey! Who's there? It was a pack of dogs last time. You! You are so tough! I'm going in! Who's that? Answer me!
That is a weird lighting artifact. Stop that from shooting at me. Where? Okay, it looks like that is everybody, so we will start with A and move on from there.
I've sent the coordinates for the
So this is where I have to slow down because you have to wait for this to align.
You're still gonna have to
There are
adjust
going to be
each
enemies coming out
This will
of,
speed up
I
the
believe, the right door there. Yep, there it is. 3, 2, 1, and ding, fries are done. Let's go. Not really. Take a second. Okay. Now, one of the beautiful things about Foundry Bulwark is the fact that as you take damage, it heals up your armor and your shield. So that is why I am toting around this car door, essentially. I saw you. Where'd you go?
Where'd you come from?
Okay, I better not answer that. My inner smartass wants to say something stupid. Okay, is that everybody? Technically should pulse, but I have a good setup right now. Oh, okay, there you are.
Damn, I'm flanked!
You guys are just coming out of the woodwork, aren't you? Yeah. Sheriff, the sniper rifle of shotguns. Anyway. Part number 2, they'll come from over there, I know that much.
Deploying foam!
So one thing I've noticed about shields that you need to remember is they slow you down immensely. So rather than sit there and tote it around and slow how much you're doing, it's a lot quicker if you run without it. And when you get somewhere you need to work from, haul it out and do it again. And if you need to run, put it away, run again. Picks up your speed immensely. This is the last one. They'll pop in over there somewhere. And over there.
Satellites aligned and clear for transmission. Signal is insufficient.
So far, so good. Now we just gotta find a transmitter to push the signal.
Not particularly, no. Grab the things. Because I have Fog of War Revisited on, or whatever the heck it is, it doesn't show me where things are on my radar, so I have to pay attention to where the shots are coming from. And off we go at more speed. Down we go. Womp. Now, you can go in here and look around. There are a few things here and there that you can pick up, like the tool chest. But unfortunately, there's not a lot hidden in these particular rooms. Reload, reload. Where is everybody?
Gonna kill you!
Oh, there you are. Alright, now that that's up and running,
We should be able to extract the radio once it's docked.
they're going to start coming out of these doors over here. Am I missing anybody? Should should have left the radar on. Alright, that gets that going the other way. Pick up explodey bullets. Ooh, chunga. Ouch. Reload, 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 reload. Let him hit me. It doesn't matter. Thanks for dying. And... Alright. That looks a lot more chaotic than it actually is. Grab the bullets.
Them out. Let's get him. Down. Now. Bring it.
No, no, no.
Give me a second. Target flanking. One of ours is dead.
I should hope so. I shot them.
The division's nothing.
There you are. Really? You're gonna try and shoot me with that from point blank range? A little bit ridiculous. I saw you over there.
How's that feel?
One of ours is KIA.
Grab bullets, hit the button.
Alright, this will extract the transmitter from the module. We'll connect it to the rest of the facility. Then we can link up with the division satellites.
James, are you all right? Sounds like you've got company.
Coming down. Did you reload already? Come on.
I'll do it myself.
It's amazing how quickly that goes if you are right there to kind of glue them all in one place, apparently. Normally I have to chase them all over the room.
Agent, hostiles are retaliating in West
And with
End.
that, mission complete.
Satellite network is back online. I'll send a team to secure the transmitter for safekeeping. Good work, Agent.
Alright, so I could... No, not Projects, not Manhunt. That leaves me with the Air and Space Museum and an activity in the Southwest. Let's see if there's an activity that has come up. No, in the Southwest, and go to all. Target shooting. I'm not the best at these, but I mean, it's better than nothing. It's an event. So when you control all the control points in a particular area, the events turn into friendly events, supply drops, things like that. If it is enemy territory, it will be things like, let's see, territory controls and propaganda missions. So depending on who controls it, there's always something that goes on. It just doesn't always happen at your
We could really use your
desire. Wish I had more water for you. I didn't pick up enough. But oh well.
thanks.
Let's go do target practice real quick. Dismiss that.
Friendly control point nearby.
Alright, these guys are the target practice people. And I need to see... So target practice is down there. They're walking in. Alright. So here's where target practice will be. And as you can see all of the targets. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's grab this while we're over here, because we can. Break it down. So let's see.
With you by my side.
1, 2, 3,
Let's do this.
4, 5. Really, dude? You're firing when there are people downrange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Alright, so we talked to this guy to get it started up. And you only have a limited amount of time. I'm going to grab this while I'm here too. You only have a limited amount of time to actually take the shots.
Hell yeah.
That's round 1.
Good. There's room for improvement. But good effort.
Come on.
Good work.
Where's the last one? It's got to be somewhere dumb that I can't see. Oh, there it is. No. What am I missing?
I know you're better than that. Try it again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh, I don't know. And that guy's wandering up into the firing range.
Ready, go.
Nice!
Good job. Your training really shows.
Figured it out, think. Oh,
Congrats.
all right, I got it this time, I think. Or am I missing it? Oh, that guy. All right, that completes out those. And it's worth a few things. It's not bad to do. It gets you shade levels and it gets you little extra bits and bobs. So, and we have one more thing to complete: the Air and Space Museum on hard difficulty or higher. All right, so I'm going to swing by the White House real fast. Crunch out all the things in my inventory. So I'm working with clean inventory. And the only reason I do that is because if you don't keep ahead of it, you get a bunch of stuff, and sometimes you want to keep things. So if we look here, you know, I have a bunch of things that I can just sit there and break down into nothing, and it winds up being nice. I'm going to, I don't know, let's see, what was that one? Critical hit, chance. Nope, this one gets broken down too. Got that. Let's go here, go, keep those. This chain killer is so-so. Actually, you want critical hit chance and critical hit damage, so you can change your core attribute, or with chain killer, you want weapon handling and headshot damage, depending on what you're doing. So this one is not going to actually work well for anything I want to do. Go over here, go boom. That's fine. That's not. Okay. And open this up. Field proficiency cache. Always open them. That way you can work through the things you got. And we got a chest piece out of that. Assault rifle damage, whatever. And a weapon. And crunch. Now you can throw all these into your expertise as well, but I didn't do that. We're gonna go down here. This is going to be a slightly longer session, just because I'm trying a different format, and you know, I don't really get to record on the weekends, so I
Friendly
record.
supply
If I
convoy
record
in
something
proximity.
long, it'll last you the whole time. We're gonna do this just normal because I like knowing where they're shooting at me from. So
The
let's
ramp to the parking
go.
garage looks like your best way in.
All bullets are full.
This ain't gonna be easy!
Don't think I don't know you're up there.
They're in...
No, I don't want to throw that. I want to run.
I got your division.
I think you missed. right. And we grab and go.
True Sun's munitions detected.
Defectors here.
Got you down. So much for this time.
We need to figure out what they're doing here. See if you can find any intel on their operation. Seems like these guys are salvaging and repurposing anything they can from this place. They're crafty bastards, I'll give them that.
Bullets. And up we go.
Tag anything useful and I'll send in a recovery team later.
Now blow the shit out of anything too dangerous.
Might as well blow these things up while we're here.
True Sun's reinforcements incoming.
Keep moving. Need to clear the next one.
When you're done fucking things up there,
Keep moving. You still got 2 halls to clear.
That is a weird, not juxtaposition. I find it slightly strange that there is 2 different bits of audio running kind of at the same time and they interrupt one another. Alright, this should be the planetarium, which...
Hostile radio intercepted.
Humanity has been observing the planets for millennia,
planetarium.
but we are only now beginning to uncover some of their secrets. Earth, the third rock from the sun, our home may not be the center of our universe, but so far it is the only planet that can support life as we know it. In the vast reaches of space, it's irrational to think that our little planet is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars once had vast oceans, but that many of the elements found on Earth could only be created in the presence of a supernova.
We'll take this in.
While no other planet in our solar system sustains life, it's possible that the building blocks that allowed organisms to evolve from single-celled units to complex living beings like you and me started as nothing more than the ash of a dying star light years away.
Grab the things, grab the things. Apparently I left the thing. Oh no, I can't grab those because I've already got them all. Oh, if you were here the first time, you can take that case right there and get a backpack trophy that is a space shuttle.
Take that!
Once home to flowing water, as evidenced by these images. At one point, more than 3.8 billion years ago, up to 1/3 of the Martian surface could have been covered by ocean. Martian exploratory craft has sent back evidence of more recent water flows as well, ranging from gullies and There are also minerals present on the surface of Mars that could only have been formed in a liquid water environment. Today,
And that, my friends, is why Memento is pretty dang awesome with this kind of build.
You picked the wrong
I'm really depending on it for my damage and my
Isaac, scan the parts.
ouch. Could take the stairs, or I could take the zip line. I like the zip line. Zip line's fun. Yeah. Go to the far end and work my way around. So, like I was saying, if you have done this before, you kind of know where everything is, and that gives you the chance to kind of pick your order and take care of things that way. Because that final piece is right here.
I'm setting a recovery team. Link up with them and you'll be done there.
Components identified. Suggested use. Missile construction.
They must be using a casing from the museum's collection. If they can rig it with a warhead and some means of propulsion, they wouldn't even need a guidance system to hit the White House or a settlement.
Kinda goes without saying, but if you see any missiles lying around, make sure they can never, ever be used.
Ta-da!
Database match indicates designation LMR 90.
That would be the missile, then. Please neutralize that fucking thing by any means necessary.
Done,
Damn
done,
it. The
and
salvage crew just ran into those reinforcements. They need backup.
they're gonna run, they're gonna run, they're gonna run inside. Okay. And this is also why Turmoil is pretty amazing with this build. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the things, give me the things. Do. Okay. Bullets into your gut. Ouch.
True Sun's munitions factory is out of action.
And that
Big stockpile of ordnance.
takes care of that, and I'm weird, and I like to collect all the trophies because I
It's been a
can.
pretty good day.
And with that, that actually completes out capital steps, which was what we were doing. That gets us a couple of different things. Let's pop our heads outside to where we can hang out right here and take care of that. A bunch of bounties to work off. Bounties are amazing for working through. Okay, we're going to do the weapon crafting cache. This is good because usually it's 40 and 30, and now it's 60 and 80. Huzzah! Field proficiency 1. Nice. Field proficiency 2. Named item cache. The Grudge. Okay, the Grudge is not a bad weapon per se. It's not my cup of tea. Because if you look at it, perfect vindictive, killing an enemy with the status effect applied grants you all and all allies within 20 meters, 21% hit critical chance and critical hit for 20 seconds. So it's great if you are with a team, but I'm typically not. I do have people I do team up with, but for the most part, I am a loner. Okay, so doop 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 boom 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 boom. Alrighty, and through here. Nope, this. And crunch, all crunched up. Alrighty, and this was a long form video, so clear that guy off. Do the spin. Dig the background. Maybe if I scoot this way and face here, I could cut out that light. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this, click that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.